Hello everybody, Emerald Finch Tarot here. I was hoping to do a live stream, but apparently when I went to do the live stream, it came up that apparently the account I have is not eligible for it. So I'll need to do a little bit of work on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to whiz through the reading to give you the message that feel I've been feeling all day. I don't know what it is, but I kind of woke up this morning feeling. I understand that the whole world is under this lockdown, and I've been this past week I've been locked down. But a lot of you don't realise that 2 weeks prior to that, I actually had the symptoms, even though I wasn't tested for it because the tests weren't available. I was kind of self-isolating 2 weeks prior to that, so I've technically been on a 3-week lockdown. And I woke up this morning and I just felt really kind of agitated, almost suffocating, almost claustrophobic. I never felt like this ever before. I'm quite a placid, easygoing person, and this was something that was really quite constraining for me, and I felt as if there was something that I needed to actually just get out through a reading. Had I known that, then I probably would have pre-recorded this reading earlier on in the day and put it up, but obviously as the day has gone on, I've been able to absorb the energies, and I don't feel it's my energy that I'm picking up on. I feel as if it's a collective energy that I'm picking up on. Hence why I want to do this reading, to actually clarify exactly what's going on, what I'm picking up on. So without further ado, I'm going to crack on with the reading. If this resonates with you, then please take away what resonates with you. If it doesn't, then just hop on by and leave it for the next person. But I do definitely feel there's some sort of energy that needs to be expressed. So yes, so to start the reading, as per usual, I'll get an overall theme of the reading. And I hope you are all doing reasonably well under this quarantine time. It's very trying times for everybody, and I think it's going to make a lot of people wake up and realise exactly what they actually want in this life path of theirs. But we're going to have to come across some major personal obstacles, hurdles to actually get there, come out the other end. Who would have expected this a month ago? Unreal. But it's almost like I've been feeling this leading up to this time for the last 4 years. I think the last 4 years I've been preparing for this. I've felt the shift, and recently, a few months building up to this, I've just felt an urge, a sensation of just complete absorption, just wanting to completely. It's almost like a bubble that just wants to burst, but it's got nowhere to go. It's almost like I felt something major was going to happen, but I didn't expect anything like this was going to happen. But it's unfortunate for a lot of people, but for the people who do actually get through this, it is going to be a life changer. The portal is open to actually make the changes that you wanted change in this life, and if you don't want to make the changes, then that's fine. But the portal is open. It's very rarely are these opportunities presented. So the overall theme that we're looking at is emotions are running high. Absolutely. Oh yes, the the emotions are running so high, but there's just no kind of movement. There's no action. There's a lot about being in stuck in your head. It's the just going round and round and round in circles and just overthinking. It's actually getting into a conscious side of things and just being in the present moment and seeing it how it is, and stepping out of that unconscious of just running round and round in your head. I think this constant going round and round your head, it will just drive you nuts if you kind of if you go with that flow. It will just drive you absolutely crazy. So accept that the emotions are running high, but stay present, stay grounded. Do, instead of saying I'm going to do something over a whole day, break things down into little sections where you spend half an hour or an hour doing something, and then do half an hour doing something else. Wake up, make a plan, have a routine. It's, if you just get out of bed when you feel like getting out of bed and do what you want when you want, then your emotions, your unconscious mind is going to take over and just eat away at you. Whereas if you have a routine, then a routine is actually going to, it's not going to control, but it's going to subside these emotions that are running very, very high at the moment, because we do have very unknown and uncertain times ahead of us, and it is a time of overthinking. It's okay to overthink, but then you need to actually put a stop to it and say, right, I'll think at this certain time, and then I need to put a stop button on it and just move on and do something else. So this is something that you're going to have to practice on a daily basis for goodness knows how many months. To see what lies ahead. I've noticed my lamp is quite dark in this room, and it's the sun is going down, so I hope you can see my cards. But I just felt it. If I did it late evening, then I would be able to fully absorb and understand the energies that were running through me, rather than just feeling it in the morning and waking up and just saying, right, I need to do a reading. I needed to understand that it wasn't just my emotions that were running through, that it was the actual collective, to actually get the real message that was coming out here. But I do hope you are all keeping well, and you know, a lot of you have actually started the journey already of actually being self-sufficient and being on your own. So, you know, you should be expert level at it by now. But it can be quite strange, because even though you've been on your own, you haven't actually been in this kind of quarantine situation, where in a quarantine situation, it's, you know, well, put this way, you may be on your own, but then maybe once or twice a week you might maybe go out and meet up with friends. You've had that taken away from you now. You are completely on your own if you haven't actually got family or your tribe around you. I know people like myself. I've been on my own for 4 years, and I'm quite happy on my own, but I have actually helped other people, friends actually, who have gone through similar situations, and they've come to me, and they have they've found partners, they've found their twin flame, their love of their lives, and then they have created their own tribes. But as a light worker, I tend not to have my own tribe. I keep myself very kind of isolated, so I don't absorb other people's energies. I actually have the collective energy. It's a way of keeping myself cleansed and pure and not contaminated by other people's energies all the time. It's almost like they, you know, other people have their tribes, and in a time of quarantine, it as a light worker, it can be quite lonely. But this is when the light workers shine. This is when they have their purpose comes to light, and this is how I feel my purpose is, that I have been practicing towards for the past 4 years. I spent probably about a couple of years doing tarot for myself, and then just last April I started doing tarot on YouTube to help other people. And each time I was kind of building up, and I feel as if I'm building up to this collective moment to help other people through who are actually watching this video now. So that's enough about myself. I do enjoy what I do. I really do. My purpose is to help people and heal through the tarot. And I don't ask for anything in return. It's just something I give. So let's see what's going on. Right, not reading reversals. Don't know if you can see that. Here we have the Queen of Cups. So here, the Queen of Cups, we have the Queen is very, very loving. She's on her throne there. The Queen is very in control. She knows what she's doing. She's in control of her emotions. Everything can be total chaos around her, but when it says the emotions are running high here, the Queen of Cups is saying, don't get involved in the chaos that's going around you with all the panic buying of toilet rolls and goodness knows whatever. That is just fear. That is a low level vibration of fear. You are the Queen of Cups. You are in totally control of your emotions here. So it's asking you to not switch into that lower vibration and stay in that high vibration. Or if you're in the lower vibration, you're on the ascending moment to actually go into the Queen of Cups energy. Here we have the Five of Cups here. Five of Cups here. There's some kind of being in this Queen of Cups energy will actually, people will come to you and offer you love. They'll offer you gratitude. They will actually, while everybody else is going around in chaos, they will seek you out to actually feel their peace. They will come to you and offer you gratitude. They will offer you love. They will offer you praise. They will yes, they feel your energy. There is some sort of because they are feeling a little bit lost and uncertain, and they're seeking you out. Other card here we have Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is all about some sort of gift. It's a very young page, this, so it's a young energy. It's a gift that is being presented to you. It's maybe you're learning how to do things differently. You're learning how to manage your finances differently. You're learning how to manage your living off the land differently. very materialistic. It's the pentacle is mainly to do with monetary, materialistic things. So this page is almost like he's offering a new way of actually doing things, a fresh way, rather than actually a way of just being quite haphazard, you could say. It's a new dawn of actually controlling your monetary finances and your materialistic things as well. So I'm just going to clarify the Queen of Cups here with the emotional side of things. Queen of Cups, we have the Magician here. Yes, you have all the tools in your box, everything that you have been working on, everything that you've gone through. You have all the tools on the table here. You have the wand, you have the sword, you have the cup, you have the pentacle. You have all the tools on the table here to actually control your emotions and manifest whatever you want to manifest in this life. But you need to control those emotions that are running high. You need to be in this Queen of Cups energy to actually make those happen. So we're just going to clarify the Five of Cups here. Five of Cups here. Yeah. So here we have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is all about sort of resting, sleeping. So maybe there's been a time where you've been kind of sleepwalking through things, through life, and now there's been some sort of an awakening where people are suddenly drawn to you through the Five of Cups energy here, where they're going to be drawn towards you. It's almost like you were the sleeping beauty that has been awoken now. Your purpose is now to be a fellow light worker and actually help others. But what I'm saying here is make sure it's 50-50 balance. Don't give more where people are just going to take advantage of it. I definitely feel in this kind of current situation at the moment, I feel there's been a huge shift in the world that people will not take more. It's only wake up and shine your light from this deep sleep, but only offer what you need to offer. Hold some back for yourself. Make sure your own cup is full before you give to others. It's make sure your cup is full. If your cup is empty, then don't give to others. But I feel the collective that have actually woken to this coronavirus pandemic on a global level, we have been filling up our own cups for the past few years, and now we are ready to actually give to others now. So clarify the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Here we have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is all about kind of holding on to things a little bit too tightly. So maybe with the Page of Pentacles, you've kind of been holding on a little bit too close to things, to your heart. It's telling you to. What everybody's wearing surgical masks. It's all about taking your mask off, and not literally, but taking your mask off and being vulnerable and letting go. It's about opening up your heart. It's about opening up your head. It's about being vulnerable and true to yourself and to others. The portal is open, and this vulnerability will be attractive, and people will, while everybody else is in chaos, they will actually see you as a wise person who is in control of their heart and their head as well. And because you've got your feet planted on the two pentacles below as well, you've got your materialistic things like your house and your home, and your work completely grounded as well. So this is definitely some sort of Taurus ground and stability energy as well. So clarify the Magician and the Queen of Cups even further. Tower moment. Yes, there was a massive tower moment. This tower moment literally shook the whole planet. This is when the Magician is and the Queen of Cups energy is coming to work. When this tower moment happened, it was a massive shake up that nobody could change on an individualist level. Everybody become individualists, and there's nothing wrong in being an individualist, but when everybody is an individualist, then we become very separated. Individualists like witches like myself, it's we are able to actually deal and connect with other people on an individualist level. But when you have the collective as individualists, then it just becomes very narcissistic and very kind of arrogant and me. That has completely changed. When this coronavirus is all over, this is going to be a huge game changer. Society, not on a national but a global level, will be absolutely completely different. Changes were not made, and so the Mother Nature came in, and the tower moment happened, and so now you've got all the tools in your box to actually control your emotions during this tower moment, and so long as you don't get carried away with the emotions running high and with the fear and the panic, then and stay true to yourself, then you will actually you will actually fulfill your life purpose. This is what light workers have actually been drawn to do. So clarifying the Seven of Cups and the Four of Swords there, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune here. There's definitely been some sort of change in the universe. Things were not going as they were supposed to go, so the wheel changed, and you've gone from being the quiet sleeping beauty to being fully awakened, and now your time was to jump on this wheel. Clarifying the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Yes. And here we have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is all about you spent time. You went within. You filled up your own emotional cups by actually turning your back on other things and going to the mountain. You went to the mountain, you spoke to Yoda, you actually spent time on your own, actually going within and just filling up all your cups. You didn't fill up one cup, you filled up 8 cups. You had a barrage of emotion in those cups, ready to actually deal with this pandemic that's actually going on at the moment. So clarify, Tower. So here we have the Eight of Pentacles. So there's going to be some hard work that's actually going in to all this. You've been waiting for this moment, and now's the time to actually knuckle down and put in all the hard work that you've actually been waiting on for these past few years. We've all been feeling this itch for a certain length of time. I know myself, I have for years, and just recently, the past couple of months, it was just, the itch was becoming unbearable. But now the hard work is going to be done. The light workers are actually going to be the ones that are going to help all these people who haven't ascended, and they're on this lower vibration. Here we have, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Emperor. Emperor is all about rules, regulations, following structure. Yes, he's in his armour there, but he's not dressed for battle. Well, he's dressed for battle, but he's actually wearing a gown, a clothed cloak over it as well, with a white beard. So he's dressed for battle, and this is how we are dealing with the pandemic. This is how the governments are dealing with it as well. They're dressed for armour, they're ready to battle it, but they're being tough, but they're not being tough in a level that actually they're putting enforcements in place, but they're not being tough, so actually not to actually change us to a completely different level of control and being. There is an element of control there, but it's a soft level of control and law. Look, they're not going in hard force, but the controls need to be there to actually protect us as humanity, basically. So, clarification: the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups here. We have this is the party, the Three of Cups. We have the party. We have the celebration card. Once this is actually all done and dusted, there will be a party. There will be a celebration. There'll be a rejoice, a celebration of loves. Everybody's cups will be full, and they'll be dancing with joy. It'll be a new dawn, a new world. We've just got to dig deep, stay true to ourselves, and stay grounded. Help people when they need to be helped, but don't use up too much of your own light. Don't use up too much of your own cup. Take time out to actually ground and recharge your own energy as well. This is definitely the message. This is definitely the message I've been feeling all day. This is at the moment I don't feel I know which direction my energy is going, or apart from actually putting it out on YouTube and actually getting the collective together. This, I feel, is my purpose. But it's early days. The next few weeks, more people are going to need your support, especially the ones who are more vulnerable, more at risk. The people who are in their tribes, okay, they're in their tribes, their families. They're going to have fallings out. They're going to, they're in their tribes. They've got each other. They can look after each other. But there are people within those tribes who are going to feel very constrained and locked down, and it's maybe those people are actually reaching out onto YouTube to actually get some sort of reassurance that everything is going to be all right in the end. It's all about turning your fear into faith. If you live off fear, then, as you've seen, people just buy toilet roll. That's how they actually feel in control, by buying up stuff that they don't need. By actually turning this fear into faith, it's actually making you look beyond all this and what changes you need to make, and the portal's open to actually do whatever you want to do. This is the reset button. In February, I was so confused and overwhelmed with all this energy that was coming towards me, but I didn't know what it was actually aiming at. That I actually asked the universe that I just wanted to press the reset button. And I always say, be careful what you wish for, because literally 3 weeks later, this happens. it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for a lot, but for a lot more, it's an opportunity to actually get out of the rat race, to actually spend time with families, to actually live in the now and not be consumed with 9-to-5 jobs. This has never ever happened before. This is a completely, it's a curveball, but I'm grateful that I asked the universe to press the reset button, but I wasn't expecting anything like this at all. And I don't know if I was intentionally asking to press the reset button. I just felt very emotional and it came out, and I just blurted out, press the reset button. Never did I think anything like this was going to happen, and I don't think any of us expected anything like this to happen as well. But it's time to shine your light and get a hold of those emotions, and think logically about what you're going to do. Final card, and then I'll pull a Universe Has Your Back deck card. Ace of Swords, gift from Spirit, communication. This is, for me, I know wands is communication, but for swords, this is a very clear-cut action communication. This is being very strong and being very sure and very direct in what you want. The universe is actually offering you this opportunity to actually wear the crown and take control of your life and be very direct and certain about which direction you want your life to go. So if you've been living a life that has not felt like it's been the right path or the right life, Spirit is giving you this tower opportunity to actually say, I'm taking control of my crown. This is my life, this is my video, and the portal is open to do this. Yes. Message from the Universe Has Your Back deck. Strange, I haven't actually spoken about the coronavirus, and I haven't done any readings on the coronavirus. And by doing this reading, I can literally feel my emotions kind of calming down as well. So don't spend so much time reading or watching the media as well. I tend not to watch the news. I'll read it on my phone first thing in the morning and last thing at night, just to see what's going on, to see if government is actually setting out any more kind of do's and don'ts. We've got 24/7 news. Don't watch 24/7 news. It will absorb you. It will just literally consume your emotions. Use this time to actually plan and create the life that you want. If you've got families, if you want to spend more time with families, spend more time with families. This is homeschooling. I mean, you know, it's how many, you know, in an age where we've got working mums and working dads, and you know, you send your kids off to school and then you get home and it's homework, and you don't get time to actually spend time with your children. It's just, you don't get it. Leave them there. You don't get a chance to actually be parents. This portal is open to be a parent. It's rather than a part-time parent. But then again, we have the health services that are working as well, and you know, they are doing an absolute fantastic job. They are completely shining their light. They are completely protected by the angels. They are completely stepping up, and even the ones who have retired are voluntary coming back, because they are the earth angels too. They've had their calling. My table's a little bit messy, but messier the better. Right, message from the universe to close the reading. Here we have, there is a stream of love supporting my dreams. So think about, what's your dream? The portal is open to actually support this dream. The planet is absolutely abundant with love at the moment. Pollution is down. You can almost hear and feel nature breathing once again. We're beginning to slow down and breathe again. It's a very privileged moment, but unfortunate, lives have to be lost. But we give them so much love and gratitude for the freedom that they're giving us, for their sacrifice. The portal's open. Make the good changes that need to be made. Don't waste this opportunity, because your dreams are supported by love. Well, thank you everybody for listening. I feel the whole weight released from me. As I say, this has been literally building up in me all day. I'll be back again sometime soon with another reading to help you through this portal journey. I'll try and figure out a live reading on my channel for the next time, once I figure out what I'm doing. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe. If it didn't, then just leave it for the next person. And take a look at my my Instagram channel as well. I tend to post and pull cards every day just to give encouraging messages to people out there. It's at Emerald Finch Tarot, and would love to build my my support network. All you followers who are destined to be light workers yourself. Your calling has occurred. So thank you very much for listening, and I will speak to you again next time. Thank you now. Bye.